What is up, guys? We are back. It's your boy Effie with Any Action Sportscast, here to go over the 2024 Stanley Cup Final. Representing the Eastern Conference, we have the Florida Panthers, and representing the Western Conference, we have the Edmonton Oilers. I have placed a large $500 wager on the winner of this series, and in this video, we're going to be going over the X factors for both teams, what it's going to take for both teams to win the cup, and ultimately my pick on who I think will ultimately hoist the Stanley Cup this year. So without any further ado, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and let me know who you think is going to win the cup. And let's get right into this matchup. Let's start with the Western Conference champions, the Edmonton Oilers. So far on their way to the Cup Final, they've eliminated the LA Kings, the Vancouver Canucks, and the Dallas Stars. And this team is playing their best hockey at the perfect time of the season. But one thing that's really impressing me from the Oilers is their defense, especially their power play kill. They've consecutively killed 27 straight power plays. That's unbelievable, guys. They went the entire Western Conference Final against the Dallas Stars without giving up a single power play goal. That's unreal. That is mind-blowing to me, guys, especially when you consider the Oilers are known for their high-powered offense with guys like Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Zach Hyman, and Evander Kane. Man, the fact that these guys are putting up defense like this is unreal. It's going to be really hard to beat them. For me, the X factor for the Oilers is Stuart Skinner, their goalie. We saw against Vancouver Canucks that he got beat bad, man. He was getting torched in that series, and he lost his job. He got benched for 2 straight games in that series, but since then has come back strong. He almost got pulled in the Dallas Stars series, but their coach, Sode Faith, kept him in there. And, bro, the last 2 games, Skinner is locked in. If he can stay hot, if he can stay standing on his head in this series, man, it's going to be a hard time to beat the Edmonton Oilers, especially if their special teams are playing the way they are. One big factor, in my opinion, of the Stanley Cup Final will be the special teams. How do teams play on the power play, and how do they play on the power play kill? And so far, Edmonton Oilers give me no reason to doubt them. If they go on the power play, they're likely going to score. They're putting up historic numbers while on the power play, and Leon Draisaitl, Zach Hyman, and Connor McDavid are just so hard to hold down if you put them on the power play. But then again, guys, like I said, 27 straight consecutive power play kills for them on defense is just unbelievable. That is mind-blowing. I did not expect them from them so far in the playoff run from them. But man, like I said, to me, their X factor is Stuart Skinner. He cannot be going cold in this series. He is who they need to win this series. To me, the X factor for the Edmonton Oilers to win the series will be Stuart Skinner. Now, if you want to talk about skaters, to me, the 2 guys to look out for to have a sort of a low-key dark horse type series, Evander Kane, man, he has to get going. This week off in between the Western Conference Final and the Stanley Cup Final Game 1 on Saturday is huge for the Oilers. In my opinion, they have a few guys, Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl in particular, that are a little bit banged up. I'm not saying they're crazy injured or anything, but they are dealing with a little bit tweaks here and there. And these extra 7 days are going to give them so much time to recover. So I really do think that the week off here definitely benefits the Oilers. So in my opinion, the X factor for the Oilers will be Stuart Skinner. How does Stuart Skinner play in this series? And if he can play well, they're going to be tough to beat, man. And coming out of the Eastern Conference, we have the Florida Panthers. And on their way to the Stanley Cup Final, they eliminated the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Boston Bruins, and the New York Rangers. And in my opinion, nothing against the Oilers, but this is a way more impressive route to the final than the Oilers. Oilers got the LA Kings, who totally sucked. They got the Vancouver Canucks, who had their 3rd-string rookie goalie. And then they beat the Dallas Stars. In my opinion, the Dallas Stars were the only worthy opponent that they faced. While on the other side, the Panthers had to go through the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Boston Bruins, and the Rangers. If you look at the 3 goalies that the Panthers have beaten, Vasilevsky, Swayman, and Shesterkin, all 3 of those are better than Stuart Skinner. This is a step down in competition as far as the goalie they're going to be matched up against for the Panthers. Man, if you look at the top skaters that they've matched up against so far in the playoffs, Nikita Kucherov, David Pastrnak, Artemi Panarin, combined, those guys have over 120 goals in the regular season, but against the Panthers in 3 series combined, they got 1 goal, dude. They locked down Stars. So it's obvious how this series is going to go. How do Leon Draisaitl and McDavid figure out the Florida Panthers defense? Because if you watch the Oilers versus Dallas Stars, there were many stretches in that series where the Stars had the possession with the puck for a good 10 minutes without any shots from Oilers. It was a very strange beginning of that series for the Oilers, and they definitely improved as the series went on, but they cannot afford to do that against the Florida Panthers. And the thing that I really like in this series going for the Panthers is the goalie matchup. Man, Sergei Bobrovsky, Brickwall Bob is just miles ahead of Stuart Skinner. I would much rather have Sergei on my side than Stuart Skinner. Nothing against Stuart Skinner. He is playing some good hockey as of late. But guys, you gotta look at the overall body of work. And I just got to ride with Bobrovsky in this matchup, man. I just don't see how Bobrovsky gets outplayed by Stuart Skinner. To me, the X factor for the Florida Panthers will be the special teams. How often do they put the Oilers on the power play? They can't play undisciplined hockey. They can't draw, stupid penalties, too many men on the ice, roughing, slashing when they don't need to. Like, they can't afford to put the Oilers on the power play. And when they do get put on the power play, how will they do against this red-hot power play kill from the Oilers? I actually do think we're going to see some regression from the Oilers power play, which is kind of hinting at who my pick is going to be. And yeah, guys, it's time to let you know. My pick for the Stanley Cup Final is the Florida Panthers. I bet $500 on the Florida Panthers to win this series at -130 to collect $380 in return. I'm ultra confident that they win the series. Nothing against the Oilers, man. They have all the tools to win. Like I said, they have generational players on offense. They have a generational defense right now and a generational power play. It's just that goalie, man. I just don't think that Brick Wall Bob is going to get outplayed by Stuart freaking Skinner, a guy that almost lost his job last series against the Vancouver Canucks, who had a third-string goalie. I mean, he almost lost a series against a third-string goalie, guys. No offense to our, Silovs for the Canucks, but that's not Brick Wall Bob. Bobrovsky is a savage. Sergei is a beast. I just can't go against Sergei, man. Plus, this Florida Panthers team was in the Stanley Cup Final last year against Vegas, and they lost. You don't think there's motivation for them to win? A ton of pressure is on the Oilers, more so than the Panthers here. They're representing the entire country of Canada. They're trying to give Canada their first Stanley Cup Final in like 85 years, something crazy like that. I know it's not 85, but still, you know my point. Man, I just got to go with the Florida Panthers. Yes, I know McDavid is on the other side. Yes, I know the German tank, Leon Draisaitl, is on the other side. But I'm going with the Florida Panthers. It's time to hunt. They will win the 2024 Stanley Cup Final. So if you disagree with me, let me know why in the comments. Let me know if I missed any facts you want to let me know about. But yeah, man, I'm ultra confident. $500 on the Florida Panthers to hoist Lord Stanley.